How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator Survival Series. So at the moment we are in the middle of a delivery that we started up in Ogden, and we are going down sort of in between Kingman and Flagstaff. So that is a good job. We are transporting a forwarder, which is essentially a piece of forestry equipment that is pretty big. It's 20 tons, that is. But yeah, we are gonna get onto the road. Wipers, we're gonna switch those off. There we go. It was a bit of a rain shower just before I started this. Alright, I think there's a truck there. Yeah, so we want to avoid that.
Turn right.
Alrighty. Back on the road. So we've got a full tank of fuel. We've had a good sleep.
Turn right.
And I think we should be good until drop off, which is nice. And hopefully the roads aren't too busy. That'll be a bonus. We've got 80-mile-an-hour speed limits, which is fantastic. And try and get up to 12th gear here. I love the 80-mile-an-hour speed limits. Brilliant. Really, really good. As long as it's above like 70, I'm happy. But 80, fantastic. 65, I suppose, is okay. 55, man, I don't know. That's a little bit too slow for my liking. But hey, going into California, that's what that's what you need to do. So that's why I kind of try and avoid California as much as I can in this series. But yeah, this is actually pretty interesting scenery around here, and I'm looking around and not looking where I'm driving, but there we go. So I'm gonna stick cruise control on 80 miles an hour, and I'll tell you what, it actually feels 80 miles an hour feels a little bit quick for the load that we're hauling, but for now we'll stick with it. It's not too twisty or anything. The bends here are nice and long. No sharp bends, no sudden bends, nothing that's going to throw us off balance by the looks of it so far. Move into the fast lane. Yeah, as long as the curves in the road are sort of nice elongated curves, nothing too sharp, then we'll be fine at 80 miles an hour. And also we'll burn through the mileage real quick doing this kind of speeds. I'm not sure if we're going through any towns. As far as I remember, we're not really going through anything specific. I'm also trying to figure out if we've driven this road before. I think not. So yeah. Actually, let's have a quick look at the map. So no, we haven't driven this yet, which is good. So we're going through Cedar City and through St. George and down into Vegas, and we've got a depot right over there, and then through here. So basically we haven't driven anything up until the point that we hit Vegas, which is cool. And yeah, everything looks okay here. It doesn't look like we're going to need to slow down too much for anything through there. That looks all highway driving. Same for there. All the way through. So the first time we're going to really need to slow down is either when we hit that way station and we get pulled in. Other than that, basically when we hit Las Vegas. So yeah, we can be, hopefully we can stick to about 80 miles an hour for, well, until we're in Vegas effectively. That'll be fantastic if we can do that. Don't drink and drive, drive safely, will do. But yeah, this is pretty interesting scenery over here. I don't know, with regards to land like this, around areas like this, where it's just big open pieces of barren land, who actually owns that? If anyone knows, let me know in the comments below. Like this over here on the right hand side, who owns that land? Is that privately owned land, or is that government land, or what is the deal with land like that? Because I always wonder about that. And there's pieces of land like that in South Africa as well, that areas where I drive quite often actually, which is just these mountainous areas and sometimes even just like huge open flats, and there's literally nothing there. There's nothing for miles and miles and miles on end. Like if we look ahead there's just some bush and mountains. I mean, it is absolutely untouched land. Who owns that? Is that just government land? Is it sort of like we need to slow down a little bit here. Yeah, I don't know. Is it privately owned? Is it government owned? Is it just no one owns it, but it's protected land? Or what is the deal with that? I don't know. In the States, if you know, but also if there's areas like that in the country where you live, which is, if it's not the United States, let me know who owns that. Because in South Africa, I think it's private. I think it might be some private land that came through many generations, and it's just land that's not really used for anything, for whatever reason. So I think most of it is private, but I think a lot of it could be government owned as well. I know there is a lot of government owned land in South Africa, so yeah, I don't really know. I actually don't really know. I can't give a surefire answer on that. But yeah, I do know government owns quite a bit, and obviously there is some private owned pieces as well, pretty large pieces, which is, like I say, generations that came through. But oh, nice pickup, very nice, like a hot rod. But yeah, if you know, in the United States, like massive open land areas, who owns it, then let me know. Or like I say, in your country, if you're in another country like Australia or something, who owns those like huge pieces in the outback? I know there's some massive cattle farms in the outback, which is just mind-bogglingly massive. So, which is privately owned, obviously, but there has to be a lot of land there that is not privately owned. So is that just government, or is it just land that's, yeah, there? I don't know. Let me know. Tour East. That is our loan payment going off, and we actually need to check that loan out and see how much we actually owe on it. I would say we probably owe still, I don't know, probably about $475,000. That would be my guess. I would say we probably owe another, yeah, about $475,000 on that loan. I also want to check out our drivers and how they're doing, because I haven't really checked up on them for quite some time. So that would be interesting. I think they're doing okay. I think they are sort of averaging around $800 to $900 a day. Oh, speed limit dropped down to 70, so we're going to slow down. Yeah, they're doing about $700, $800, $900 a day. I've found that is about the average from what I've seen so far. Every now and again, someone comes through with a bigger delivery and they hit about 1,000, 1,200, which is obviously a bonus, which is great. And then, yeah, I mean, we're still doing pretty well on our deliveries. For this delivery, we'll get paid $2,680. So, I mean, that's a decent amount of money. So yeah, I think money-wise we're doing okay. We're doing all right. I am kind of thinking about maybe, possibly, getting another loan and buying another 3 trucks. But, man, I don't know. That'll be risky to do. It'll be very risky to do. And I don't want to get too far into debt. But, I mean, if the drivers do well, again, it's going to depend on getting decent drivers if we're going to do something like that. Man, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll look into it. We'll see what we can get. I think are we going to get pulled in? No. Alright. I think we have been pre-approved for a loan up to $1 million. At the moment, we have an active loan of $500,000. So we could take another $500,000 if we wanted to. But I don't know if it'll be a great idea to do that. But it is an idea. All good there. No problems with the weigh station. Shouldn't have any problems with the weigh station because we're keeping this truck in tip-top shape. And it's almost coming up to 13,000 miles on the clock on this truck, which is not bad at all. We kind of completely missed the 10,000 mile mark. So yeah, I did realize that afterwards. I only realized because we were sort of waiting for that 10,000 mile mark when we're going to hit it. And I think I only noticed that we went over the 10,000 mile mark when we hit like 11,000. So it was like, yeah, okay, we kind of completely missed that one. But hey, it's okay. There we go, 12,800. So yeah, the 13,000 mark is coming up. I think the next big one would be, well, kind of big one would be 15,000. That's always going to be a good one. 15,000, and then obviously 20, 25, 30, up until about 50,000. I think 50,000 would be like the next big one. It's 55 down here. I'm pretty sure that was just 65, but apparently 55. We'll slow it down a little bit. But yeah, I think increments of 5,000 would be something notable, I would say. Oh, very cool. The river down there. Yeah, I think it'll be noteworthy every sort of 5,000, but I think the next big one would be 50,000, and then obviously 100,000 after that. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get up to 100,000, I'll be honest with you, because we are nearing 50 episodes now in this series. I think the next episode might be the 50th episode on this series, and we're on 13,000, well, not even 13,000 miles yet. So yeah, 100,000 miles. Yeah, that could still be a long way away, I'll be honest with you. But we'll try. And we're in no rush. We're just taking one trip at a time, enjoying the views, because we do have some spectacular views. We're getting blocked by this truck right now. Come on, buddy, move back into the slow lane. We can actually do 75 right now. He's doing a delivery for Boeing. See, now what the cars are doing are going up the inside of the truck. So he can't move over. There's an aeroplane in the distance there. I wonder if it's a Boeing. There it goes. Yeah, so this guy's kind of hogging the fast lane. And it's forcing the other cars to go around him in the slow lane. But that is also sort of preventing him from going back into the slow lane. So we're kind of stuck here right now. But that's okay. He actually picked up a bit of speed. Did that aeroplane just fall? What the hell is he doing? Dude. Oh, it's one of those tracks. Oh my goodness. I thought that's a aeroplane crash right there. It's one of those...
Keep right. Then take the exit right.
Oh. Yeah, it's one of those,
Exit right.
like, what do they call them? Like aviation Grand Prix type things. It's actually pretty cool to watch that. I think it's they call it a Red Bull something. Like some Grand Prix, Red Bull Air Race Grand Prix or something, where they go through those bollards and stuff. It's actually very, very interesting to watch. I haven't watched it for a while though. I haven't seen it on TV for a long time, but it's really cool. Yeah, those are some skilled pilots that can do that type of thing. Although this was a little bit weird. There he goes. I just found that a little bit weird because it's a, I mean, the aeroplane that he's using there looks like a freaking crop duster. So, yeah, that threw me off a little bit when that thing was plummeting towards the ground. It doesn't exactly look like a serious acrobatic aeroplane. Definitely something more, I don't know, Piper-like. Is it the Piper that's the twin wing? I think it is. I don't know. I don't know planes that well. But yeah, definitely didn't look like a full-on like aerobatic aeroplane that, I mean, it could be. I don't know. Alright, I think we are in Vegas at the moment. And I also read some notes from SES that said that they are busy redoing Vegas. So that is exciting because we have got
Go straight.
a depot in Vegas. And they're apparently redoing, I don't think all of it, but sounds like quite a lot of it is getting redone. And there's also some new roads being put in on some parts of the map. And I think a new service station somewhere on the map. So definitely some new stuff coming out, and it is currently in beta testing. So I think it's 38, 1.38
Keep right.
beta. I am not on that at the moment. I don't
Turn right.
generally do the beta stuff. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. So they're making apparently some big changes to Vegas, which, yeah, definitely something to look forward to. But we'll see when it comes out what it's like.
Left turn ahead.
And yeah, some new roads to drive. The DLC that I'm waiting for is not out yet, but I'm guessing soon. I think it'll come out soon. Oh, that was close. That was very close. I don't know why the sat-nav brought me through this little... that tiny little road there. Why didn't it not just take me up the main road to the traffic light? That would have made a lot more sense, especially for a truck, to go up the main road and not the little back roads. Thanks, sat-nav. But yeah, the DLC, I can never remember which one it is, like Idaho or Ohio or something like that. I don't know. I actually need to write it down because I've been talking about that DLC for quite some time now and still can't remember which one it actually is, or what the name of it actually is. So, but yeah, there's one coming out. Hopefully it comes out soon. I actually thought that it would be out by now, but yeah, unfortunately not yet. And I want to kind of wait for that to come out before I buy another depot, because I actually want to buy our depot in the new state. Just make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, if that takes too long, then we might just go ahead and buy a depot somewhere else. But I'm not in a huge rush for another depot right now, so it's okay. We'll just wait for now. And see, they did say summer, and in the northern hemisphere, where SES are based, it is summer right now, so yeah, I'm hoping soon. It'll be nice to get a bit more roads to drive. Although we haven't driven even probably half of the roads in the series that we can drive, but we always, well, not always, but always trying to drive some of the roads that we haven't done before, but it's not always possible. But where we can, we try and do it. Alrighty. Power. Right. This is a bit of a odd place to stop, but it's nice and wide, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna park up here. Handbrake on. Engine off. And there we go. That actually looks kind of nice. That's a nice view. But that is gonna be it for today, guys. So we'll carry this on in the next episode. We'll definitely get it delivered then. We've got another 180 miles to go. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and I will see you all next time.